Alpe d'Huez, France hosted the third stop of the FIS Moguls World Cup Tour with a single and dual moguls on the schedule. The famous Signal Stadium would be sure to test the athletes over the 2 days of competition. In Final 2, everyone was looking up at Jakara Anthony. The Australian has won the first 2 events of the World Cup Tour and was looking to make it 3 from 3 in single moguls in 2022-2023. A flawless run with superb airs, blended with great speed, saw the Australian take the win and continue her dominant start to the Moguls World Cup Tour. With Anthony taking her 3rd win of the season in single moguls, 2nd place went to Corinne Lafont from France, and 3rd, and on the podium again, the youngster from the USA, Elizabeth Lemley. A career best of 4th goes to Michaela Gerken-Schofield of Great Britain. With the perfect start to the season, Jakara Anthony from Australia sits on 300 points, 80 points clear of her nearest challenger in the World Cup standings, 2018 Olympic gold medalist Corinne Lafont from France. 12 months ago, the Japanese star Akuma Horishima was unbeatable, taking the win in Alpe d'Huez. 12 months later, Horishima was on the top step of the podium again. With nobody able to match the speed, the turns, and the airs of the Japanese skier, Akuma Horishima was unbeatable today in Alpe d'Huez. With Horishima picking up the 100 World Cup points for the win, he moves a little closer to Mikael Kingsbury at the top of the World Cup standings. 2nd place goes to Kingsbury and 80 more valuable World Cup points. And in 3rd, a very first career podium to American youngster Cole McDonald. At the top of the World Cup standings, Horishima has cut Kingsbury's lead to just 30 World Cup points. Perfect conditions again greeted the athletes in Alpe d'Huez for the 2nd dual moguls of the 2023 season. The women's final was a battle between Corinne Lafont from France on blue and Japanese star Anri Kawamura on red. With very little between the skiers on the top section, a tight duel was building. But towards the 2nd of the jumps, the greater speed from Anri Kawamura was pulling her ahead. Although Kawamura was the quicker skier, some mistakes from her in the run meant it was a nervous wait to see which way the judges went with the scores. In the end, the win went to Kawamura, 19 points to 16, just 3 points in it, with Kawamura recording her 4th career win and her very first win in dual moguls. Jakara Anthony finished in 3rd, winning the small final against Carol from Austria. With a win and a 2nd place in duels this season, Anri Kawamura leads the World Cup Tour standings after 2 of 6 competitions by 40 points over Corinne Lafont from France. Elizabeth Lemley from the USA drops to 3rd in the standings after finishing in 8th place today. In the men's final, Akuma Horishima had a chance to make it a perfect weekend, but he was up against a tough competitor in Ben Cave from France. In a tight duel, speed is key, but that's got to be combined with flawless turns and superb airs if you want to impress the judges and take the win. With Horishima finishing just 0.16 of a second quicker than Cave, it was over to the judges to see who would get the win. The superior turns from Horishima brought him the victory, 21 points to 14. Ben Cave taking 2nd place, getting his first World Cup podium in just over 12 months. So Horishima in 1st, Ben Cave in 2nd, and 2022 Olympic gold medalist Walter Wahlberg picks up 60 World Cup points for 3rd. All smiles from Horishima on the top step of the podium after a remarkable weekend, taking the win in both single and dual moguls. Horishima has a slender lead at the top of the dual mogul standings, just 4 points ahead of Philip Gravenfors from Sweden. The yellow bibs are on the shoulders of the Japanese skiers, Anri Kawamura and Akuma Horishima, and they'll keep them to the next round of the World Cup Tour in Val-Saint-Côme, Quebec in just over a month's time. And don't forget to download the FIS app for much more information on the Moguls World Cup Tour.